Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh to our friends and our respected lecturer, Dr. Snow. We always know that a computer or its network will become slow. And then somehow some of us will think that the only way to make sure a computer go fast is to throw out the window. No, that is not the solution, but it is even worse. Today, we will going to talk about network problems troubleshoot with network model. Recorded by J. Clement on November 2020, the number of the internet users worldwide stood at almost 4.66 billion. People were active in October 2020, encompassing 59% of the global population, which means that more than half of the global population is currently connected to the internet. Now, ask ourselves, what is troubleshoot? What is network models? And how can we troubleshoot with it? Network troubleshooting is the combination measure and process used to identify, diagnose, and solve problems within a computer network. A logical process that network engineers use to resolve network problems and improve network operation. The network models reflect a design or architecture to accomplish communication between different systems. Network models are also refers as network stack or protocol suite. Example of network models include TCP/IP or called as BOD, Internet models, OSI models, and others. In standardization of protocol, OSI is an example that promoted by ISO, which is International Organization for Standardization. There are several organizations on standardization such as International Telecommunication Union, Telecommunication Group, American International Standard Organization (ANSI), and others. The purpose of the standard is to make sure that hardware and software produced by different vendors can work together. The example of network problems are network reachability, which is the network state which illustrate that the clients are unable to connect the server. Link, other than that, link failure, which is the issue which is caused by many factors such as a cable being unplugged, misconfiguration or deny of service attack, and others. Then packet loss. Packet loss, which is the issue that occur then when the packet transmission across the network fail to reach their destination. There are other examples such as congestion, packet reordering, and others. In order to make a troubleshooting, one need to know about network models. Now, after we all deeply know about network models, we don't have to throw out our computer out the window again. Okay, thank you.
We already know that OSI model is a conceptual model that characterize and standardize the communication function of a telecommunication or computing system without regard of their underlying internal structure and technology. And also, the TCP/IP model is the DoD model is considered as a working model because it was used as the basis for the development of the TCP/IP protocol suite. And for addition, Internet model is the one that dominates current hardware and software in the simplified phrase, the Internet model. The biggest difference between the Internet model and TCP/IP model is that the Internet model, unlike the TCP/IP model, does include a physical layer, which means the Internet model has 5 layers, but TCP/IP only have 4 layers. Okay, so I don't want to talk about what layers that OSI model have, what layer in the OSI model, because we already know. So we go through. So what is the relation between the network models and troubleshooting? So as we if we want to troubleshoot, should we go troubleshoot just like that without refers to or to some reference? No, we must refer to reference. How to what we should refer to troubleshoot the network problem? So we must refer network models. Basically, majority they refer to the OSI model because OSI model more details than the other models. For example, if when we troubleshoot, so it has a problem at the cable. So the cable is at where layers. So when we first to ISMAIL model, so we know that the cable is at physical layer. So we know where layers has a problem network problem. So we know how to troubleshoot it. So it's such as OSM model in the data link layer, in network layer, we have a problem with the TCP/IP address, which means the address already used or invalid address. So we know the problem is at network layer. So it will be easier for us to troubleshoot the problem when we refer to network models. So what solution we must do to solve this network problem? Through troubleshooting. Next.
So next we go to the solution of the issue, which is network problem. So we had 3 solutions of network problem in network models in terms of physical, network itself, and transport. So we go to the first, physical. Possible problems include a cut network cable or miswiring, power cable unplugged, or broken hardware, etc. So the first step a user that must have to do to take in troubleshooting a network in the physical layer is check whether all the physical components involved in the network are plugged in and working properly. So another case, for example, wireless network. The common issues that occur is excessive signal attention and wireless interference that we must watch out for. Maybe we have Wi-Fi at home, and then this is our problem. This is our common problem that we must watch out for. Kalau tak bayar bil tu lain cerita lah. So at data link layer, verify all the switch and VLAN configuration along with the MAC addressing. So next, moving up to the network layer, you will find that network addressing issues and routing issue are the most common problem that occur here. Possible problem dealing with the network layer include entering in the wrong IP address so that you can go where you want actually. So another example is if your router dies, you have a network load problem. Just like our brother AMMAR said before, when we had router dies and we already had a problem with TCP/IP and IP address, for example, which means the address is already used as invalid address. So we know that the problem is at network layer, so easier for us to troubleshoot the problem when we refer to the network models. So by verifying all the routing protocols and IP addressing scheme used, track down the network issue. So check the IP address to make sure that it is verified and correct. Alright, so last but not least, we go to the solution of the network problems in terms of transport. So most issues at the transport level revolve around ports that are blocked or damaged. So what we have to do, make sure that there are no firewalls blocking the TCP UDP ports. So finally, disabling quality of service QoS can sometimes resolve a few network related issues. So this is some guidance with OSI model as reference. So if all this problem that still you can't solve it, maybe you can refer to the Dr. Snow or another IT technician nearby, maybe. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.